Hi everyone and welcome to this new video. In this video I will share all my tips and tricks with you on the best ways to find a job in Australia as a working holiday maker. My name is Marit and I'm from the Netherlands and I'm on my second year visa in Australia. So far I've had multiple jobs from cherry packing to housekeeping at a caravan park. It wasn't always easy to find a job, especially with all the competition from other backpackers. But we always found a job when we needed to. So in this video I want to share all the tips and tricks I've learned this past year. First, I'm going to talk about what you actually need before you can get a job here in Australia. If you already know all of this, then I suggest you skip forward to the good stuff. First of all, you obviously need a visa with working rights in Australia. I came here on the working holiday visa subclass 417, and that's what this video is all about. Second, you need a tax file number, also known as a TFN. You need this so you do not pay more taxes than necessary and you're able to file your tax returns online with the Australian Taxation Office, also known as the ATO. Once it has been issued, you keep it for life. There's no need to reapply if your circumstances change. You can apply for this on the Australian government website that I have linked below in the description of this video. When you apply, you have to provide an address to which they will send the letter with your personal TFN number within 28 days. We used our hostel address in Sydney for this. Of course, we didn't stay here for 28 days, but they sent us a photo of the letter later on. The hostel we used was Bondi Beach Backpackers, which we definitely recommend. You are able to start working without your TFN number, but then you have to make sure you report your TFN number to your employer as soon as you have received your number. Otherwise, you will have to pay more taxes and you obviously don't want that. The taxes you need to pay as a working holiday maker in Australia are as follows. From 0 to 45,000 Australian dollar, you pay 15%. From 45,000 to 120,000 Australian dollar, you have to pay 32.5%. From 120 to 180 Australian dollars, you pay 37%. And if you earn more than $180,000, you have to pay 45% taxes. But I don't know anyone who's done that. Third, you need an Australian bank account so you can receive your salary. You can go to any Australian bank for this. Most people choose Commonwealth, but you can also opt for a Wise account like we did. We absolutely love Wise because it's so easy to use. We opened a Wise account back home in the Netherlands and received our physical card there, but you can also choose for a digital card. On Wise you can open accounts in a lot of different countries. So far we've used it for Malaysia, Singapore and Australia, and the exchange rates are really good. We have no complaints. If you're interested in Wise, we've added a link to Wise in the description below. Finding a job can be hard. I know because I've been there. I remember when I first arrived in Australia and I had no idea how to get started. We put out an ad on Facebook and on Gumtree but didn't really get the job opportunities we were looking for and also received a lot of scam messages. So here I am, sharing all the tips I've collected over the past year to make your first job hunt successful. Number 1. Figuring out what type of job you'd like to do. If you know what kind of job you want, then you can be more specific in looking for a job and advertising yourself the right way. It just makes the experience a whole lot easier. Here are some of the most popular jobs backpackers do. The most common work done by backpackers in Australia is working on a farm. Keep in mind that working on a farm is often seasonal and weather dependent, unless it's something like milking cows. So this can have a big influence on the hours you get to work. If a season is less successful because of a lot of rain, then you're probably not going to work the hours you were hoping for. Another popular one are hospitality jobs. A hospitality job is one that involves working in a service-oriented industry, such as tourism, lodging, events, transportation, or food and beverage. Examples of places are restaurants, bars, hotels, entertainment companies, and caravan parks. And examples of jobs are waiter or food server, housekeeper, receptionist, maintenance, and cook or other kitchen staff. Keep in mind that you need an RSA if you want to work somewhere where they serve alcohol. This stands for Responsible Service of Alcohol. You can get your RSA online, which means you can do it at home at your own pace. It is convenient, easy, and much cheaper than face-to-face training. Just make sure it is an approved training provider. If you want to earn good money, then you should look at the option of working in mining or construction. Popular construction jobs are working on solar farms, fencing, or traffic controlling. If you want to work in the mines, you should apply for a job in the kitchen or as a cleaner first, and then you'll often be offered a better position later on, allowing you to earn more and more. The disadvantage of these jobs are that they are often in very remote locations. It is also important to know that you need a white card to work in this sector. It serves as proof that workers have basic understanding of health and safety precaution on a work site. The cost will be around $130, but you will earn back that money in no time. If you like working with children, then a job as au pair would be perfect for you. It allows you to immerse yourself in Australian culture and helps to improve your English skills. You often get free accommodation and food. The disadvantage of this job is that it pays less than the other jobs mentioned. If you don't care about earning money at all, then you could also consider a volunteering job in an area that you're passionate about, like environmental conservation, bushfire recovery, or wildlife rescue. Once you've figured out what kind of job you'd like to look for, you can start researching when the best seasons and what the best places are. For example, if you want to work at a caravan park or hotel, it's good to look at when it's high season there. Like we worked at a discovery parks in Alice Springs in Australia's winter, because that's when it's high season there. But in Haandorf, the high season is in Australia's summer, so we worked there at that time of year. Some jobs have a lot of work year-round, like cattle stations or restaurants, while other jobs have a very specific season in the year, like fruit picking and packing. A good site you can use to find the perfect farm job for you is Harvest Trail. This is founded by the Australian government with the aim to recruit people for harvest jobs. So if you want to pick fruit or something similar, then it is best to check their website for various vacancies. On their website they also have a National Harvest Guide, in which they give you really useful information. In the guide there's an overview per state where you can see when the high season is for a specific fruit or vegetable. This way you will know more specifically what kind of job to look for in which month. It's important that you pay attention to your resume. A good resume makes you stand out from the rest. Focus on the desired skills that they're looking for in the job that you're applying for. So even if you don't have any experience in the industry, they're still able to see you're going to be a good fit by looking at the skills you've listed. Tell them you're eager to get started and to learn and experience the job. Use a professional photo and tools like Canva to make your resume stand out from others. Advertise yourself in the right places and be specific. The best places to advertise yourself are Facebook and Gumtree. However, with Facebook, you need to make sure that you're advertising in the right places and in the right way. Don't advertise yourself on the main Australia backpackers pages with selfies in bikini or with a kangaroo, but advertise on more specific pages like Australian rural and remote jobs, Gippsland jobs, jobs Bowen region, dairy farming job Australia, just depending on which industry you want to work at. Be specific in your title. Let them know exactly what type of job or industry you're looking for. Like I said before, this makes you stand out. Adding photos on Facebook is a good idea because posts with photos are showed more than posts without. Try posting a photo that shows you doing something that is useful for the job, or just post a random photo that is related to the industry you want to work in. If you don't have any experience in the sector you want to work in, then don't lie about having experience, but just tell them that you're very interested in the job, that you're a quick learner, and have heard from others that it's an awesome experience. Tell them what you have to offer, if you're prepared to work long days, maybe even nights, and are willing to work 5 to 7 days a week. Now that you know what you're looking for, you can also search online for job opportunities yourself. Use websites like Gumtree, Seek, Swaggy, Jora, and Backpacker Job Board. These websites can help you find the perfect job for you. Next to searching online for job vacancies, you can also search online for businesses in the industry and try contacting them through email or by making a call. Lots of businesses these days either have their own website or have contact information on Google. This is how we got our first job ever. We were looking for a job in New South Wales and knew it would be cherry season. So we just looked for cherry farms on Google Maps that we could give a call, and that's how we ended up as cherry packers as our first job. Just make sure that if you're going to start making calls that you do it at reasonable times, like during work hours and not on a Sunday or Saturday night. To make things a bit easier for you, we've created a map on Google Maps with a lot of pins of different types of businesses, like caravan parks and farms. Each pin has a link to the website of the business, so you can reach out to the business yourself. We will keep adding more and more farms, hotels, and other businesses to this map. So check out the link in the description if you're interested in this. And last but not least, it's always good to ask locals and other backpackers. Sometimes it's just best to go to a place where you know there will be jobs for you. Socialize with the locals and ask them if they know any places that are looking for workers. You can do this in a bar, a supermarket, or just in your hostel. Most hostels have boards with advertisements of businesses that are looking for workers. Make sure to also check that and see if there's a job vacancy that suits you. For example, for mining, go to places like Kalgoorlie, Karratha, Port Hedland, or Newman in Western Australia. Almost everyone there works in the mines. Go out to a bar and socialize with the locals. Ask them where they're looking for people and how to get in. If you want to extend your visa for a second year, then you need to complete 88 days of regional work in Australia. It is a requirement for continuing your working holiday visa beyond 1 year, except if you're from the UK, then you're just lucky. The previous mentioned jobs can all be counted towards the 88 days if they meet the government's requirements. To see if your job is eligible for the 88 days, you have to check the Australian government's website that we have linked in the description below. Here you can find the postcodes that are considered eligible, and you can also find how to count your days. For example, 35 hours or more a week is considered 7 days, even if you've only worked 5 days. You get the weekend days for free. So these are the tips and tricks we've gathered over the past year during our working holiday adventure. We hope this video was useful to you and you find the perfect job that you want. Please subscribe to our channel and like and comment on this video if you like this video. Bye!